Okay, audio testing, audio. Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. And I can hear myself. Hello everyone, welcome to another Gran Turismo 7 League event. My name is Austin Reed, aka Deathbomb1337. You're back with the NARC for Season 2, Round 5, here at Monza. Got just shy of a full lobby here for tonight's race. It's going to be 17 laps, maybe closer to the 1 hour mark this time around. Or could be 45 minutes, give or take. So, I'll go ahead and just hop it on over to the Discord. Or actually, no, my math is completely wrong. You were only doing like 1 minute 40 something lap times in 17 laps, not 27. So maybe this will be close to half an hour. Who knows? The stream is there. Sweet. All right. Let's go down into qualifying. Meeting all the drivers. We have Messiah, once again. We have Blue Hound. Both of them in the Mercedes cars. We got Ollie. Anakabaha. Moose Fist. True Blue. Man Beast. Danny V370. Danny 370. Danny V370. God. Silverback. Lizardo. Fallen Vegas. Chabaruski. Burbick. And Mancanner. Looks like all these guys, I believe, raced in Laguna Seca back in the previous round. We got one person already off track. That's Manbeast. So 14 drivers this time around. 17 laps. We'll see how this event goes. Sorry if my mood seems a little bit down. I've been multitasking basically the whole day. Working on like a college paper. So fully locked into one thing and then have to suddenly get back up into gear. Certain by the time the race starts I will be more uplifting. So we'll go ahead and just see what these guys will get for their first lap times. Looks like Messiah is slowing down. He's going to abandon this first lap. One person that is not abandoning their lap though is Blue Hound. Ever since the new physics update, most of the top drivers in this league, I've heard, have been struggling, though are slowly but surely getting used now to the settings. Ollie ends up on pole for the time being. Blue Hound, Anakabaha, and Messiah all with lap times. Moose Fist just set a lap time as well. Rounding the final corner, we have True Blue now on the board. Silverback is rounding the final corner now. Gets onto the board as well. There's Lizardo on the board. There's two more people on the board. Kamaruski, that time. Burbick now on the board. Looks like Mancanner will be the last one on there. So far we have Olikis on pole. Blue Hound P2, Moose Fist P3, P4 Anakabaha, P5 Chumbaruski. P6 Fallen Vegas, P7 True Blue, P8 is Lizardo, P9 Messiah, P10 Silverback, P11 Burbick, P12 Danny, P13 Manbeast, P14 Mancanner. Watch how many times I get those two messed up during the course of the race. It doesn't help that they're both in alphas. Like, not only do they have similar usernames, they also have the exact same car with similar liveries. It's gonna be just fine and dandy. Let's see who crosses the line first. for the second round. It looks like it will be Blue Hound. As he rounds the final corner, looks like he might, well, he was close to breaking into the 148, so we'll have to settle for a 149.4 for the time being. Ollie crosses the line, improves slightly on his lap, but not enough to reclaim the pole position. Atakabaha and Messiah cross the line, neither of them improve. Moosevis does improve, though, up into P3 with a 149.952. True Blue crossed the line, a 152. Chumbaruski and I believe that is one of the BMWs. Now I'm just realizing I thought it was a Porsche for a second, but nope, BMW. Chumbaruski will move up into the top 5. Well done. Vegas currently in P6. I think that was the car I was looking at. Lizardo currently P8. You can see right in front of him is Burbick crossed the line and is currently in the position number 11. Manbeast already with a half-second penalty. Must be from track limits. Oh, is that another car stopped in the chicane? What was that? Whoa. Looks like we're having some very bad lag issues here with Danny. Gonna have to keep an eye on him later if he does race. Not too certain what the lag policy is for this league, so I can't tell you exactly who can race and who won't, but definitely a car to look out for, though, when we actually do get up and running. Mancanner with a massive improvement up to 151. So he's in P7 at the moment. Well done. Trying to figure out who's going to be the next car to cross the line. That next car will be Blue Hound, a familiar face. He gets a 149.2. Holly crossed the line, 149.7. Will not improve, at least not for now. Got two cars back to back there. It looks like that's Messiah right behind of Annika Baha. Another car crossing the line there. I forgot what car it is. Looks like it's True Blue. 151.575, respectable lap time. And then you got the guys here at the back of the grid looking to improve. Neither of them do, at least not for now. I'm seeing a couple cars popping back and forth. Chumbaruski had a little bit of lag there on the front straightaway. Let's see how he is in the corners. A little bit more lag. Not too bad, though. Could be better. And that was Danny who crossed the line just now. With a 202.341. Oh, one car spinning. That was a Moose Fist. Now over to Mancanner. It's gonna round into the Petrobolica. Looks like Blue Hound is right behind him. Mancanner will not improve. Let's see if Blue Hound does. 149.0. Almost into the 148s. Might be able to do it this next lap. We'll see. Those tires do look a bit out of shape, though. "30 seconds remaining here in qualifying. Chumbaruski very much slow. He better hurry up, or else the session will end before he gets another chance at a lap. But he's really slow. He may slow down too much. We'll see. He's got 15 seconds. Oh, then the front of his car's damaged. I'm guessing he must have spun around. Will he make it to the line? Let's see if he does. It's going to be close. 3, 2, 1. No, he will not make it. Chumbaruski's going to have to settle with a 150.7. Burbick will improve his lap time to a 152.1. We got several cars in the pit lane. Currently, Annika Baha may be the closest threat to Blue Hound and getting that pole. He'll need to improve his lap time, though, by nearly an entire second. And hope that Bluehound doesn't improve at all. Which it doesn't look like he will. 7/10 in the red. See Fallen Vegas going into the Velasmos. True Blue about to enter into the chicane, or one of these chicanes, and I think that corner's called Ascari. I'm trying to not use any like Google Notes or something. I think that's Ascari. Not too certain though. Don't quote me on that. Got another person hopping into the PlayStation that is silver. Gonna meet him. For the moment, Messiah improves his lap time to 150.9. Apologies for missing that. True Blue gonna cross the line, a 151.2. He does improve by a good bit. Won't be enough to gain a position, though. Very respectable P8. Looks like the last car to cross the line is going to be Fallen Vegas, who is not going to improve and will have to settle for a 150.924. Well, looking at the grid, looks like Bluehound will win pole, so congrats to him. Won pole by a pretty good margin as well. Looking at the times here, we have Bluehound with a 149.0. The closest person in second place, Olikas, 6/10 or 5.5 sorry, of a second down. So Bluehound going into the race itself, definitely going to be the favorite. I believe he's also leading the points in this league as well. Well, we'll see what happens. 17 laps, race length. If I were to guess. Let's say an average lap here is like a 150. 31.16 repeating minutes. So just a little bit over half an hour. Not long at all. As we got a piss break. The piss break is very important. I am speaking from experience, by the way. I am speaking through experience. Piss breaks are the most important thing in a race. As well as Hugh Janus. Mr. Janus, a multi-time champion here in the NARC. He's in the Hall of Fame. Just don't go looking through the record books. He's very hard to find. So quick that he's not even on the record books. Dixon, as well as Dixon Sider, the 10-time WDC champion. They made a movie. You know the movie Rush? Instead of Niki Lauda and James Hunt, it was Hugh Janus versus Dixon Sider. Which, honestly, now in retrospect, the two of them probably would call each other that in the movie. It looks like we are going to be starting now. Best of luck to all the drivers. 14 here for tonight's race. Let me go ahead and put my laptop on the charger before I forget. Because it'll take a few seconds to start anyway. There we go. All right. Looks like we are waiting for Danny. Yep. Couple people out there I did notice had a bit of... Oh no, you're good. Dude, my league gets delayed all the time. You are good. No, trust me when I say you are good. Watch the live streams whenever I do NSGTS. We're always behind by like at least 15 minutes. Or 30. And even still, I've seen leagues that delay the start time like a whole hour or two. No, you are fine. I can just tell the audience here more information about the legendary drivers of Hugh Janus and Dixon Sider. I mean, we are at a track that, if you look at it the right way, I mean... Well, actually, no, it kind of more looks like a gun, but... I was attempting a penis joke. I was. I was indeed attempting a penis joke. Though it... When you turn your head to the left, though, it definitely looks more like a gun. And it's gonna feel like getting shot too as soon as you get into these chicanes. Good old Monza. It'd be really cool if somehow you could race the oval, like the old versions of Monza. That'd be sick to race in this game. Though with the ray tracing and all that, it'd be nigh impossible to get all that stuff ready. Just got one more minute and then we will start. There you go. Good things come to those who wait. Alright. We got another person hopping into the... There you go. Alright, here we go. Row 1 we have Bluehound and Ollie. Row 2 we have Moosefist and Anakabaha. Row 3 we have Chumbaruski and Fallen Vegas. Row 4 we have Messiah and True Blue. Row 5 Man Canner and Lizardo. Row 6 we have Burbick and Silverback. Row 7 Man Beast and Danny and P14. 14 drivers, 17 laps here at one of the most prestigious circuits in Europe. Lights are on, and away we go. I didn't even hear the countdown that time. And let's see how the first chicane goes. I'm definitely staying in third person for this. Oh, and that's why! A car already off! And there goes another. That was Ollie who ended up going off track. Got one car ended up spinning entirely around. Now getting themselves back up to speed. That was Chumbaruski. So both of the Ferraris having some major difficulties at the beginning of the race. At Ferrari's home track too. That is not good. Going through the second chicane. Looks like everybody survives this time around, I think. Mancanner tried to get around True Blue, got into the back of him. While the top two speed away, the remainder of the field is pretty bunched up together. Messiah goes off track, allowing Ollie to nab that last podium spot. A couple drivers side by side. Going through the tunnel into maybe Ascari. I don't know if it is. Looks like Lizardo had little issues on the curbs. This allows Messiah to get a run on the outside. They're going to be side by side going into the Parabolica. Messiah will send it deep, though he's going to run wide. Lizardo with a little bit of a run, but will not get to him. Messiah clears and will get P5, at least for the time being he does. The rest of the cars back here are mostly single file. We have Silverback and Danny side by side. Danny just trying to keep it as clean as he can. He has been able to gain a couple positions. Good for him. Messiah and Lizardo battling once again. Messiah overestimates the corner. Overshoots the corner, and he's going to lose a ton of spots. Back down to P8, maybe even P9 if Berber can get a run on him. He's on his quarter panel, now on his door, side by side for P8 as they exit turn number 3, I think. Oh, bit of contact there. Messiah will get by for P8. Looks like the field is to single file action now. Mancanner up into P6. Very impressive. Whoa, Lizardo no trouble. Lizardo with trouble will fall down to P7, allowing Mancanner to get up into the top 5. Well done. Moose Fist in P6. Messiah just trying to gain back the ground that he lost, as Danny will have I think some sort of internet issue and will retire from the race. Position number 14. Did someone get a penalty up there? Yes, it was. It was Moose Fist. That's going to kill him greatly here on the main straight. Got 4 cars here in a pack divided into 2 pairs. Are the penalty markers over here? No. Looks like they're not. My apologies. Lizardo is going to pass Messiah for P7, but Messiah back on the bottom on the attack. Lizardo with the better chicane. Already on to lap number 3. Looks like we may have a fight between 2 of the podium spots. Ollie versus Annika Baha. Both of them go over the second chicane. But Ollie gets a half-second penalty. That's going to give Annika Baha the position if he can maintain distance with him. Oh, looks like Ollie is pulling away. The gap is now over a second. It used to be just a couple tenths. But now it's about the same distance that True Blue is from Annika Baha himself. Top 3, all Canadians. So we got a Canadian podium here so far in this race. And here's the penalty markers. Okay, I got the wrong straight. It was this straight, heading down towards the Parabolica. Looks like Annika Baha wasn't able to maintain pace with Ollie enough to where he could pass him. He's going to have to wait for another opportunity. Mancanner P5 at the moment. Lizardo P6. Moosefist and Messiah gonna fight for P7. We got another battle back between another couple, Burbick and Vegas. Messiah looking to the bottom, or the right-hand side, depending on how you see it. Moose will send it in a little deeper. He does make the chicane, and gets a very nice exit to go. Got some more drivers going through that chicane as well. It's like synchronized swimming, watching cars go through a chicane, the natural habitat of racing, as Chumbaruski almost kills it into the gravel. Man Beast. So back here in P13. Pretty good distance away from the field as well. Just not his day, just doesn't have the pace. But hey, if he can have the internet, maybe he'll gain another spot or two. Moosefist is a really good run on Lizardo, looking to the outside. They're going to be side by side going down the Parabolica, and Moosefist will clear. Through the Parabolica, Moosefist. It's one of those underrated drivers, I feel like. He's got some pace. In that BMW. That's the 2011 BMW too. I recognize it because of how the main chassis of the car is so far back. Kind of like the Dodge Viper. Got a trio here, P6, 7, and 8. Moosefist, Lizardo, and Messiah. Enika Baja with a 1 second penalty up in P3. This is going to hand over the position over to True Blue, who was looking there to pass him before the chicane. Won't happen this time. Whoa, that was weird. Cars kind of pop up. That's interesting. Gonna go into the cinematic cam now. Test to see how good that is. It's been a while since I've been to Monza. For a good reason. Getting into the penalty markers now. And there goes True Blue. True Blue up into P3, looking to chase down the top two. And you pull off a bit of an upset here. Already close to a third of the race down. 5 down with 12 left to go. Bluehound currently your race leader. 1.7 seconds back from him is Ollie in P2, who gets the Bear chicane though. Oh, it's going to be Ollie, and by a good margin too. Cuts that gap by a good quarter, maybe even a third. Then a 1.25, but Bluehound I think just has the pace. And that Mercedes sure is scary. Ollie making it work though. Less than a second between the top two. We may have a battle between these guys here in just a moment. Well, looks like we will. Bluehound goes off a little. Gap down to just a third of a second. Ollie gonna have Bluehound split stream as they head towards maybe Ascari. I know the Italian fans on their feet wanting the Ferrari to pass that Mercedes. Down the straightaway. Into Parabolica. Ollie right on Bluehound's back bumper. I don't think he could get any closer. Less than a tenth. Ollie decides to go to the left-hand side. Crossover. Goes low. Who has the better chicane? The two touch. Touch a little bit again. No one goes off. They're door-to-door exiting the chicane. Ollie has the advantage down the inside, but the Mercedes might have a little bit more pace, but it won't matter. Ollie will clear, but no, here comes Blowout. Blowout back on the outside. Ferrari versus Mercedes. Down to the straightaway into the second chicane. Both of them have just about the same exit. Bluehound a little bit better. We're staying with these top two until the battle is well and truly over. Right now, though, Ollie in the lead. Bluehound at P2. Gap is around half a second. Exiting the second of the last most of those. Bluehound does have the advantage off corner exit. We'll get the split stream down the straight. Quarter of a second, 2/10. Bluehound gonna look to the inside. The two almost touch. Bluehound, I think, backs off a little bit earlier to make sure he does it, but Bluehound spins! Bluehound spins out off corner exit and will head into the grass. True Blue will get by. Here comes Annika Baha. Mancanner may even get around him, which he does. Mancanner will move up into P4. Blood all the way down into position number 5 after that. Wow. Tough break. Race is far from over, though. At Laguna Seca, the last race, it quite literally was the race of who made the least amount of mistakes. The day of the update, or it was either the day of or the day after the update was that race, and basically everyone was getting used to those new tire physics and track physics, and you had cars sliding all over the place, and that's really what determined the winner of all that. So right now, Bluehound made a very, very big mistake, slides into the grass, and will move down into P5. Though still, like I said, much of the race still left to go. Heading towards the halfway point here at the end of this lap, or rather the halfway point of the following lap. So, yeah, we're halfway in just about a lap. Third, fourth, and fifth, all in a pack here. In total, the gaps accumulate about a second. Mancanner off corner exit will gain a little bit on Annika Baha. Bluehound choosing to try to overtake him down the straight. They are door to door, going into a Scar. I think it's a Scari. I don't know. I'm going to be making that joke the entire race because I legit don't know if that corner is called a Scari or not. Bluehound to the left-hand side of Mancanner. They're going to be door-to-door as they enter into the Parabolica. Who gets it off corner exit? Mancanner sends it a little bit deeper because he's on the inside. Bluehound was there. Gets a slightly better corner exit. Will try to attempt to pass Mancanner down the straightaway. Both of them approaching Annika Baha as Ollie and True Blue will head down to the pits. Bluehound going to attempt an overcut to regain the lost track position from that spin. Annika Baha, now your race leader. Bluehound P2, Mancanner P3, Moosefist P4, Lazardo P5, Chumbrewski P6, P7 is Burbick, P8 is Fallen Vegas, P9 is Ollie. right out of the pits. P10 is Messiah. P11 is Silverback. P12 is True Blue. P13 is Manbase. And P14 is... Danny, yes. Sorry, my Windows XP of a Prey was trying to boot up there. Tiring day. tiring day. Gap between first and second place, 1.2 seconds, though it is going down. Bluehound attempting to catch up as much as he can. Just shy of halfway here at Monza, lap number 9 of 17 now. Oh, looks like Bluehound is catching by quite a good margin. Bluehound was the favorite to win this race, but now it may be just between him and Ollie as to who makes the least amount of mistakes, quite like Laguna Seca. Sticking with the top two at the moment, though. You know, I kind of wonder if any of these guys would attempt a no-stopper. I don't think these cars have enough fuel, though. You would have to be saving the entire race to even come close to making 17 laps. Ollie up into P5 with a couple more cars that did go down pit road. Messiah up into P7, True Blue at P8, Mancanner P9, Chumbaruski exits the pits P10, Burbick P11, and it will be Silverback that ends up P12 with a half-second penalty. Manbeast as well as a penalty. As a second, wait a second, did we get another penalty? Yes, no, sorry, that's the penalty he already had. I just had the memory of a goldfish there. Back up into the top two. Looks like Bluehound managed to get around Annika Baja for P1. Annika Baja only half a second back from Bluehound, though, so that fight is not over yet. Going through Ascari. No, it isn't over. It's still going to stay at about half a second. Might be 6/10, though. That Mercedes definitely one of the most powerful cars down the straightaways here in Monza. Bluehound looks like he's going to dive down into pit road himself, and Cavaja will retake the lead. Moosefist will also head down to the pits, as well as Lizardo. So Ollie is going to move all the way up into P2. And for now, he does have the provisional lead of this race. And Annika Baja has yet to pit. Vast majority of these guys, though, have already made that trip down pit road. Looks like True Blue was able to pull the undercut on Bluehound and will get back up into P3. Bluehound currently P4. Mancanner P5, still with a pretty good performance there from him so far in this race. P6 is Moosefist. P7 Lizardo. P8 at the moment Chumbaruski. P9 Burbick. Running out the top 10 we have Fallen Vegas. P11 Messiah. P12 Silverback. P13 Manbeast. P14 Danny, who ended up retiring from the race due to internet issues, I believe. Bluehound trying to get around True Blue. Bluehound definitely faster. Will send it down the inside. And will get that position and even have the better exit off of the corner. Off of the Lasmos. Though still a long, long way until he can catch up to Ollie, who is essentially the leader of this race. We'll see if Annika Baja decides to go down to the pits now. To which he does. All right. I think now the entire field has gone down into the pits at least once. Ollie Kiss will now retake the race lead by a plentiful margin. Though I will say that gap is going down. I noticed that Blue Hound was able to scrape off a few more tenths through a Scary and might even scrape a bit more after the Parabolica. Both were about the same. Oh wow, does Anika Baja come out of the pits ahead of Blue Hound? He'll send it deep. We'll see. Oh, the two might have touched there. Anika Baja will exit pit road still in P2. Only will lose a single position and is ahead of Blue Hound, who's stuck in P3. P4 is True Blue. And that battle is something that Blue Hound did not need. The gap between him and Ollie has went up a whole second because of that chicane alone. He needs to get by Anika Baja fast if he wants a shot at winning this race. We'll see if Anika Baja has the pace himself. I don't know. Throughout this race, Ollie has been consistently faster than Anika. Or Baja, we'll just say Baja. Baja's the short name. Baja and Blue Hound gonna fight for P2. Blue Hound will go to the left-hand side. He's gonna be ahead by the time they get into a Scary, and will clear him by the time they get past it. Blue Hound now up into P2. That was a very costly battle, though. Lost him a whole second and a half of time on Ollie. That is definitely crucial, especially within these last few laps of this race. Blue Hound would need to catch Ollie by at least 2.5 seconds a lap, which I don't know, we'll see. Ollie right now just has to keep it clean, and he will win this race. Blue Hound in P2, Anika Baja P3. Still with a good amount of pace himself, True Blue in P4. In fact, we may even have a battle for P2 heat up here in just a few corners if Anika Baja can maintain pace. Which it looks like he is. Blue Hound only managing to get away from him just off of the sheer pace of the Mercedes on the straights. Oh wow, Anika Baja even had a purple sector that time. But we'll go through the second chicane cleanly. Going through the field, we have Moosefist in P5, Mankenner P6, Lizardo P7 at the moment. Then we have Chumbaruski in position number 8. Fallen Vegas currently in P9. P10 we have Messiah is battling with Burbick to maintain that position. Looks like he... Oh wow, he got really loose off corner exit though. Looks like we may have a battle here going into the Lasmos. Silverback P12, Man Beast P13. Exiting the second Lasmos, and it is Burbick with the better run. See if he can maybe make a move going into a Scary. Gap down to about 1/4 second as they enter into the corner. Messiah, though, a far better corner than Burbick. Will gap him by a good 1/2 second. Well done. Silverback just trying to catch up to the tail end of the field. Man Beast, his day, well, he's just been lapped, so. Hey, I mean, he didn't get dead last. I mean, out of the 14 people who were in this race, I mean, you didn't get dead last, you stayed. So, that's something. Gotta look at the positives in this. Blue Hound, oh man, that... He is hauling the mail, but will he haul that mail enough? Blue Hound with a purple 149.213. Compare that to the personal fastest lap of Ollie, which I cannot see. though that previous lap that he ran was a 150.5. So the gap did go down by 1.3 seconds. That margin, though, has to go up. It cannot stay at 1.3. Now, since no one is planning on pitting, I might as well just talk about the tires now, since I wanted to keep that a secret up until now. But Ollie is on soft tires as well as Bluehound, both of them on softs. Ollie, however, because he pitted earlier, is more worn. He's more worn down softs than Bluehound. So we'll see if that will make a difference within the final couple laps or so. The gap is down to 9.8 seconds. Ollie just has to keep it clean for these next 3 laps. 3 seconds a lap, it still would not be enough. So all Ollie needs to do is just keep it clean. And all Bluehound needs to do is drive like hell. Drive like hell until you see God or the checkered flag. That's essentially what Bluehound needs to do. Going through the first chicane, he does gain a bit on Ollie. He's got a 149.141 and will most likely be averaging 149s for these next 3 laps. Ollie just has to keep it clean. Those tires are worn, but not too far worn down. They're about halfway. Bluehound, though, is less than a quarter, I think. I definitely know Bluehound is known for his tire conserving skills. He's a driver that's very good at keeping his tires healthy. But right now, I mean, might be too little too late. He made a mistake going through the last most, and that gap swells back up to nearly 10 seconds. Bluehound is approaching Manbeast, who is a lap down. It's not going to do him any favors going through the corner, but he may be able to get his slipstream off of the straight. Gains by a couple tenths, though time is ticking down fast. Blue flags are out for Manbeast. Bluehound gonna go down the inside, which he does clear. Gap down to 9.4 seconds. It's progress, but I don't know if it's enough. Last lap time for Ollie was a 150.0. For Bluehound is a 149.6. He only gained 4/10 of a second. Ollie nearly going into the gravel. Thankful that he didn't. Just keep it clean, keep it clean. That's essentially what he is telling himself right now. Keep it clean, keep it simple, no mistakes, just go, go, go. Another really good chicane there for Ollie. Bluehound purple by a whole 1.75 tenths. Annika Baja not too far behind Bluehound. Well, Manbeast, I don't know what that was all about. Manbeast blocked Annika Baja a little bit there and ends up just going out into the gravel. Don't know if that was just a lack of communication or what. But that did slow Annika Baja down just a tad bit. The gap between first and second is not going down. It's stuck at around 10 seconds. Ollie had a very good Ascari. Or, sorry, a very good Lasmos in comparison to Bluehound. And Ollie, rounding the Parabolica, is going to take the white flag here at Monza. Does he get a lap time less than 150? Does he get into the 149s? Nope, not that time. Though, not that it would matter. Bluehound. Looks like time's just ran out. In fact, Ollie pulled away from Bluehound that lap by well over half a tenth. And looks like that will do it. Ollie P1, Bluehound P2, P3, and Annika Baja P4 is True Blue P5, Moose Fist. He's Seems like those two may be the closest battle going on right now. Mancanner, P6, P7, Lizardo, P8, Chumbaruski, P9 is Fallen Vegas, P10, Messiah with a 1 second penalty that he'll have to serve. Burbick 11th, Silverback 12th, Man Beast in 13th. But right now, the man of the hour is Olikis. I think he had a little bit of trouble there at the beginning of the lap. The gap is down to less than 8.8 seconds and is going down rather quickly. Though it is not going to be quick enough. Down the straight into Ascari, or maybe Ascari. Down the final straightaway into Parabolica. All he did what he needed to do. Be fast, be consistent, staying out of trouble. And right now, exiting the final corner, he can call himself a winner. Olikis crosses the line and will win here at Monza. The Ferrari fans go wild in the stands. Bluehound will finish P2. Annika Baja, good performance from him, will finish P3. True Blue and Moosefist will have one final battle there through Parabolica, but it'll be True Blue coming out on top. Will finish P4. Moosefist P5. Mancanner will get P6. Looks like it'll be Chumbaruski who ends up P7. Lizardo has run out of fuel, I think. Fallen Vegas will get P8. Lizardo gonna have to settle with P9. Messiah will round out the top 10. It'll be Burbick who crossed the line, P11. Silverback will get P12, and Man Beast will finish one lap down, P13. And that's it. Race just over half an hour long there. Silverback is going to cross the line to finish the race just shy of 33 minutes. And that'll do it. Bluehound with the fastest lap of 149.141. Well done by him. Going through the grid one final time, we got Olikis with the win here with the Ferrari. And P2 with the Mercedes is Bluehound. P3 with the Lexus is Annika Baja. P4 with the Lamborghini is True Blue. P5 with the... I don't recognize Z4. Oh, yes, that's the old BMW. My bad. I'm used to always seeing the newer ones. Moosefist rounds at the top 5 in that BMW. Well done by him. P6 is going to be the Alfa Romeo of Mancanner. P7 is the other Ferrari of Chumbaruski. Position number 8 is going to go to Fallen Vegas in the other BMW. P9 in the Lexus is Lizardo. P10 in the other Mercedes is Messiah. P11 in the Porsche 911, the new Porsche, is Burbick. P12 in the old Porsche is Silverback. Not a good day for the Porsches. Man Beast is going to round out the field in 13th, those that finished the race. He's in the other Alfa Romeo. And then in the other Lexus, finishing P14, DNFing due to a internet issue, is Danny. Though it also may be due to lag. Not too certain. And that's it. That's the race here in Monza. Thank you very much to Messiah for letting me commentate another one of these NARC races. I think they're going to be back next Thursday. We'll see how that race goes. But until then, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to like the stream, share it around, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And yeah, looks like we're going to wrap it up a little early here tonight. So thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next race. Congratulations once again to Olikis for the win.